Hi guys, 732 Review Crew back. I am Mikey.
I'm Joe.
I'm Mike.
And this is Battlestar Galactica Season 4, Episode 2. Now, moving through this, we're trying to figure out what Starbuck is doing with Rosalind as she holds her at gunpoint, trying to convince her to jump the way that she feels is right with no hard data to back it up.
Really selling everyone on the fact that she is definitely not a Cylon.
Including us.
Which I really appreciate the imagery there. I thought was clever. And the show acknowledging, like, we know what we're doing.
And Baltar is currently being revered as a prophet / miracle worker, as he not only gives somebody the power to smite those against him, but also saves a small child via the power
I
of
forgot
prayer.
she said that. That was so funny.
She was so funny. She became a paladin for
Yeah.
Baltar.
I will smite thy foes, my liege.
Now, we have some theories going on, but if you watch the discussion, you should know them. We're currently trying to figure out who the 5th Cylon is.
Have Baltar and Starbuck been in the same room together?
Yeah, when they had sex.
Oh, that's right. They did do that.
Without further
I completely
ado,
forgot about that.
I think I'm ready to start this one. This is going to be a fun one. We're going to be getting in 3, 2, 1.
I want to hate you so much.
Wow.
So much. I trusted you. On a vision. That's it. A vision. I saw it with my own eyes. And it's calling me back. We're going the wrong way.
She's all she wants to say.
You trust me.
You gunned her, Starbuck.
Shoot me.
Wow.
If you think I'm a Cylon, then I'm your enemy.
I'm no more silent than you are.
I think Adama's room would be really close to this CIC.
Oh, it'd be nice to have a nice leisurely stroll in the morning. You have a picture together. You see that?
I did see that.
I have broken more rules than I followed. I fracked up, okay? I messed up. But it's all that I have. If I'm a Cylon, shoot me.
They made you perfect, didn't they?
No fucking way. Oh.
God! Get off me! Get off!
I'm losing it.
Don't any of you understand?
Jesus.
I can feel it slipping away. You better work on your aim, because I'm not gonna stop. You're gonna have to kill me. One more jump, it'll be gone.
She's really freaking out.
That's a fucking understatement, dude. She's like lost it. Also, what the fuck did the president mean by they made you perfect? Saying like she's a Cylon and the Cylons made her perfect?
Please cut the fuse. They will not harm their own.
Please cut the fuse. They will not hurt their own.
They will not harm their own.
Hey, talk about the Cylons, the 4 Cylons.
They will not harm their own.
They're in the Colonial Fleet with the humans.
Final 5.
The Raiders refused to. 5 might be
They
in the
could
Colonial Fleet.
have been caught. They could be in hiding.
You're not supposed to think about this.
There's a reason the original programmers clearly felt that it's a mistake for us to contact the Final 5.
No,
Violating that programming threatens our survival.
something has changed.
Oh, it's a change. Yes, they changed. The Raiders changed. That's where all this. So we're gonna have to do it for them.
Dumb them down, lobotomize them.
They're tools, not pets.
And the 4 of us heard the music and sought each other out. She hasn't.
Yeah.
Not Baltar, but when I found him in the temple on the algae planet, he might know something.
Maybe he knows who the 5th is.
Maybe he knows who we are.
And we gotta get in close and find out.
How do you propose we do that?
Hero.
Tori?
He has accomplished the 2 things. Lying in a cell and lying in a woman.
Tori.
There is no way.
They're trying to convince. Oh my god.
That's small potatoes for him too. It's not like he's like, hey, here's the bomb vest.
Jeez.
Thanks.
Hey, he did it.
I know.
What happened to you?
I saw Earth.
She's mentally breaking over this again.
You're too stupid to figure out you just screwed over the one ally you had.
You're the president's wet nurse. You're the one who doesn't have the guts.
Ooh.
Nice to know you still care, Admiral.
Yeeks. Gone crazy.
Well, something extraordinary has happened. 8.
What?
You switch sides?
Boomer.
I'll just say that this 8 has voted to reconfigure.
No one has ever voted against their model. We have to be able to defend ourselves.
It's never happened before.
I guess there's even numbers on all of them, and they just won by 1 vote, basically.
You're not God.
No. I'm a mechanic. The Raiders were designed to do a specific job. They stopped doing it. I'm fixing it.
I have a drink. Let's do this. Come on. I'm not thirsty.
I'm not thirsty.
It's like 6 shots.
To Galactica. To the men and women of Galactica.
Ugh.
To the Admiral. To absent friends.
That was the sun again. I don't know, man.
Put the ship back together? Better keep that on there.
Bro. No! Dama, put that back.
Excuse me.
Oh, he's got like a little ascot going on.
Covering the cut on his neck, maybe?
That makes sense.
All right, I have been spying on you.
Well, it's lucky I was sitting down, isn't it?
I've been watching these people and the way they look at you. I came here on my own.
And I slept with the boss last night. Oh, come on, be nice. What's it gonna cost you? Oh my god.
I'm sorry?
If she's not lying, she really could be a wonderful source of information.
Is this the first time he's had?
Yes.
So perhaps there are miracles. The thing is, somehow you seem to be at the center of them.
God has chosen me to sing his song.
A song?
Music. Did you say music?
No.
Yeah, you know, it's funny. It's a lot like that. It's like the distant chaos of an orchestra tuning up, and then somebody waves a magic wand, and all of those notes start to slide into place.
He's explaining how they all found out they were Cylons.
Is it you, Six? In disguise? And why would she need to disguise herself from you? She's more than all these things. She's special.
Is he got the real issue?
What is going on?
Bro, what?
When did he get a head Baltar?
I also liked how he was stroking his own ego / image. Like, oh, you're quite smart.
What if she's telling the truth?
Ooh, advocate.
She was supposed to die out there.
That's the faith.
A miracle?
Another miracle.
Is that what you want to call this? Go ahead, say it. No, I want to hear Admiral Atheist say that a miracle happened.
Her and you missed at close range.
Deluxe and fracks with your aim.
So does doubt.
Ooh, that was quick.
I love
I
him.
pulled the trigger and I'd do it again. You drop an egg, you reach for another.
Wow.
Maybe convincing human more to her than her own life.
Is that your miracle? My life is coming to an end soon enough, and I am not gonna apologize to you for not trusting her. And I am not gonna trust her with the fate of this fleet. You are so buckled up inside. You can't take any more loss. Your son's leaving. This, me, I know it.
No one's going anywhere.
You would rather be wrong about her and face your own demise than risk losing her again.
Right. Stay in the room. Get out of my head.
Woohoo! They're fighting.
You're so afraid to live alone.
You're afraid to die that way.
Oh.
You're afraid that you may not be the dying leader you thought you were.
She wants to be immortalized as the prophet.
Dude, they're going punch for punch right now.
Now he's in her head.
Or that your death may be as meaningless as everyone else's.
Oh. Oh.
She's smiling though. She's like,
No, she's not. She's crying.
She is crying.
Now she is. She's...
Zarek nominated me for the vacant quorum spot, so...
Oh, fuck.
Oh.
What are you gonna say, Kara?
Oh, fuck. Poor D.
A goodbye.
In recognition of honorable,
Aw.
loyal, and faithful service, Madam President, Admiral of the Colonial Fleet, ladies and gentlemen, Major Lee O'Donnell, salute!
He's getting honorably discharged.
Very honorably. This is cute.
Oh, she got a little shadow box.
He's leaving the ship. She's staying.
Are they still together?
I think so.
Well, looks like you got the house.
Oh, they got divorced.
He's gonna be the next president.
I wanted that.
Literally, though.
Who's gonna be the next fleet admiral? Is it Hilo? Admiral Hilo? Oh, they're rewiring the brains? Wow.
Looks like an egg beater.
Lobotomy.
Civil War.
Time.
Civil War.
Will you stop lobotomizing the raiders?
For the last time.
Here we go. Civil War, guys.
No.
Come in.
Centurions? Yeah, the Centurions are... They didn't reprogram them.
Centaurians can't vote, Six.
Oh, they're not here to vote. Capital.
They're gonna box him?
Ooh, no, they're gonna massacre them.
I mean, that was really smart. All she had to be was like, do you want to keep your free will or not? Are you guys cool with losing the free will thing?
Because they already went through it. The Centurions already went through this with the humans.
Oh, this has happened before, and all this will happen again. That
guys.
And
anyone?
No, Tori.
I don't think she's into this at all.
Yeah, this is fucking weird.
It's just something I do during sex.
Nice.
You should be thankful. You have an abundance of feeling. Well, I mean, you're blessed, aren't you? Cylons can feel.
You believe that?
Yeah, I do actually. I spend time amongst them. It's God who imbued them with a soul. The one true God.
One God.
And I am becoming increasingly tired of holding that in. Of denying that essential truth.
Leave.
They have no free will anymore.
I said leave.
No, they do still have free will. They haven't finished it.
That was just for the Raiders.
Why don't they leave?
The telencephalic inhibitor that restricts higher functions in the Centurions, we had them removed.
They did. I told you.
We, the Leobans, the Sharons, gave the Centurions the gift of reason.
Yes.
Authority to do this. None. You can't do anything without a vote.
No, we can't do anything with one, so we're finished voting.
Woo!
First thing they learned is what you were doing to the Raiders.
Yeah.
Can you imagine how they felt?
Goodbye. Oh my god.
You quietly cut me loose in deep space. I'm not afraid to die.
A little easier after you've been through it once.
Harder. Especially now that I'm seeing things so clearly. You're making a mistake.
Maybe I am. But I can't take the chance that you're right and not do something about it.
Is it giving her ask her to go get more evidence? Or
Yeah, on a Raider,
take
right?
someone with...
Actually map the nav points?
Yeah, Joe. Good point.
You can do both.
And a scouting party.
I picked a crew for you. I'm giving you a ship.
scouting party.
I'm tired of turning away from the things that I want to believe in. And I believe you when you say that you'll die before you stop trying. And I won't lose you again.
Damn.
Well, you see, they just did a quick public execution and everyone was cool.
Jesus Christ. Oh my god. That was an interesting episode.
Dude, again, this has all happened on this show.
I know. That was last movie, that public execution, yeah. So I like we were focusing on the line with the president before where they made you perfect, where she thought Starbuck was a Cylon.
It was very vague.
It's very vague.
It's very vague. I try to find stuff like that because I'm like, oh man, the writing, like that's good writing. Because like, what does she mean by that? What does she mean?
Well, I mean, if technically she was perfect.
Well, okay, so let's look at the facts. If you trust Starbuck, they're going in the wrong direction. Trust the president, going in the direction that they have documented, which doesn't necessarily mean anything, but did bring them to getting to the point where they are.
Yes.
So
fair.
So fair. That doesn't mean they've ever been going in the right direction, but we don't know for sure. However, that means the president just has faith, and like Adama said this episode, like you don't want your death to be meaningless. You want to matter. You want to be the one who saves us. Right? Like her ego, whatever, like before she dies, she wants to feel like her life mattered, and her life would matter so much if she saved mankind and found Earth.
That's fair.
So I feel like that was really just explaining her own motivations for why she's so adamant about staying the course.
Now, that's a good point. I will bring up also the one quote from the Cylons were interesting. Was it the Father Cavill said they will not harm their own? Or that
was the hybrid.
You're right. The hybrid said they will not harm their own.
Which I like that.
Now, does that mean
he said it more than once?
Does that mean
referring to the five?
The five will not harm humanity because they see themselves as one of humanity, and just like how
that's the right question.
Just like how Athena sees herself as one, and they see her as one of them.
Yeah.
Because that's being that, or do they mean Cylons? Because we saw Sam tried to pull the trigger and he couldn't shoot Cylons.
We don't.
The Raiders
know.
wouldn't shoot him.
Yeah.
But like we said, he's also a rookie pilot and apparently forgot to turn his safety off.
But also,
so there's
programming.
That's again why the writing these first two episodes have been so fantastic, because they're like, it could be, but here's a reason that it might not be, and we don't you can't really come to your own conclusions. That's the best we can offer you. I mean, a lot happened this episode. There's a fucking civil war, dude.
We'll get to that. They were focusing heavily also on, especially saying it, miracles.
Dude, I hope Brother Cavill gets boxed.
Yeah, same. It seems like they're boxing all three of those Cylons.
They might, but that also might. I'll get to that, but
what are they gonna do with Boomer?
But miracles are interesting.
She's a traitor.
Miracles are interesting, though. They discuss it because it feels like a lot of this TV show is miracles. The miracle of the
that they've survived.
They survived. The Razor not being, so the Pegasus not being online when the attacks hit. All these
that was orchestrated. That was explained. That's not a miracle.
But I'm saying a lot of the things that are being viewed as miracles, like Baltar's survival, Starbuck's survival, them finding Earth and stuff like this. So they keep mentioning miracles and this and that. And it's a big focus on like miracles that are being done by both the Cylons and humans, and without many tools for them. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, you said Baltar, and it just reminded me that Baltar seeing himself in not 6.
Oh yeah, that was the next thing.
Yeah.
So Baltar saw himself in his head. Now, is that going back to my theory that there could be like these people that were influential people or whatnot that are showing up as like in heads of people? Like 6, Baltar, Adama's wife, and stuff like that? Or is it just how the God manifests when they have conversations?
Well, see, I actually think it was the writers of the show or just the way they were trying to get their point across, because the topic of that discussion is him explaining how they all heard the music, the way he found God was through music, blah, blah, blah. And he's telling this to Tori, which is how she found out she was a Cylon. So I just felt like, why would he be seeing himself and not 6? Just to kind of like double dip on like is he actually a Cylon or not thing.
Well, they're making fun of it too, I think. A little.
That was the only reason I could glean to why that happened. They
Yeah,
didn't really
makes
give
sense.
us any actual answer.
It's got to be a purposeful reason that they chose to do him instead of Six. And the only thing,
Maybe it's his ego.
no, I don't think so.
Well, it could be because he's clearly falling more and more in love with himself again and is crowded by women. So doesn't necessarily need to imagine head six.
I don't think it's subtle like that. I feel like it's got to be super on the fucking nose. The reasoning.
It could be. I don't see it yet, though. Now
I don't know. I couldn't glean any more than I just thought they were trying to fuck with the viewer even more.
I think so. You're right. With that, yeah.
Him talking to himself.
They don't make jokes like that though. It's got to be significant.
Yeah, it's true. Now there's a whole thing going on right now that I'm very interested in too. Adama and Rosalind had a little spat this episode because Adama trusts Kara and Rosalind does not. And as a result, like there's a whole split in how they act and whatnot that caused them to have a fight. Now, what it really brought out to me and made it very apparent is that Rosalind does not care about anything right now. Her dying nearly twice has made her almost, it feels like she wants to be immortalized as the person who finds Earth, as the dying leader who fulfills the prophecy. She doesn't care about anything else. She doesn't care about, it just seems like she wants to fulfill the prophecy. So she's obsessed with this as her like last dying thing due to her terminal cancer and, things lining up for her. Also the drugs she smoked.
She's human.
Yeah.
She wants her life to matter.
No, but
she's human.
She's coming up to that, like, the fallacy we see in TV shows where politicians are so blinded by their desire to be remembered positively that they do bad things because of so. Like, for example, making the wrong decisions of going the wrong way and leading them further away from Earth.
But she doesn't believe that.
Oh, I know. But, and there's good reason why she doesn't believe that.
Yeah, there's damn good
But it doesn't matter that it doesn't fulfill the trope still where, she's doing the wrong thing for the wrong reasons. Because she wants to find Earth, but she wants to do it because she thinks she's the person that's supposed to be the fulfill the prophecy.
She believes she's doing the right thing for the right reason.
Well, she thinks she's doing it because she thinks she can fulfill the prophecy to save Earth, which is a good reason. She wants to save humanity, but it also adds into her own hubris into the situation where she believes that she's the chosen one to lead people to Earth.
Which Adama called her on.
Yeah, I mean that's why there's not saying that it can't be Adama or somebody else as a dying leader leading people to Earth. She thinks it's her. Because of because
she wants it to
be. She wants it to be, which is another she wants to immortalize herself as the person who did it.
Adama throws all of that right out there.
It's true.
He didn't sugarcoat it.
We see Lee also join the quorum now, so he's a politician. I made the call like last episode. I think Lee was going to join politics, and it makes sense for him being as somebody who understands both the military and judicial aspects, as well as the social aspects of things. He seems to be a good choice. Especially with his morality.
And he's popular.
And he's popular. So that's nice.
Which
what's it called?
Well, he was also previously an admiral. Battlestar.
Our commander,
yeah. I mean, there's...
I think he might be the next president potentially now.
I think so, too. I think that's where they're going with it.
Exactly. I agree. Also, Lee kissed Kara. We were sad about that, but it appears that...
It was a goodbye.
It is a goodbye kiss, but also seems that Dee and Lee broke up, divorced. Because he said you got the house, which is a subtle nod to that. She was got him as long as she could.
We definitely all agree on that.
He left the military. He's changing his life, and as a result, he's starting from scratch. It seems like, which includes people around him.
Yeah, just hey,
fair. Cylon Civil War started. We'll get back now to that.
Okay,
that's the important
big
one. The big one. So the Cylons in this episode decided to reprogram the Raiders because they had free will, which caused them. They think it's free will. Caused them to do this when it could have been just an activation of a prior programming. Regardless, they're trying to lobotomize them.
No. Where the divide forms is 3 of them.
Yeah.
So the 2s, the 6s, and the 8s.
Yep.
Acknowledge that the final 5 exist, and Brother Cavill and the other 2 models with him are denying that. It's for their survival. Blah blah blah. They can't do it. So that's where the divide forms.
Yes.
One side, since they recognize they exist, is saying, hey, that's probably what caused this. Whereas the other side said, deny, no change, let's overcorrect and take away freedom from these.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, they deny the...
So, yeah.
And one single Sharon... rebelled.
Swayed the vote,
and it's crazy. I think it means that there's what that kind of means to me.
Perfectly equal number.
And they literally won by 1 vote. That's literally what happened. Which is funny, but
I imagine there was an equal amount of them
That's fair. That could be nice.
at any point.
That makes sense. Regardless, though, as you mentioned, it harkens back to how humanity removed Cylon's, or tried to remove Cylon, especially Centurion's ability to function independently, autonomously. And when this happened, I like how the three immediately were like, you know what? Fuck it. We're going to give the Centurions autonomy and brain, capacity so that they can understand, logic and understand, oh my God, wait, this is bad. And this is another whole full circle of the TV show saying everything has happened before and everything will happen again. The creators of the Cylons tried to dumb them down and shut them off in a way so that they wouldn't rebel against the way they wanted them to. But the Cylons rebelled and struck back, killing their creators and starting a war. Now, that happened again at the beginning of the series with the humans, and now it's happening again with Cylons attacking themselves.
Yeah.
So we're seeing the full circle of everything is happening
For the most part, yeah.
And it's just coming down to what seems like the moral of this entire series is do not try to oppose limitations on intelligent beings that are capable of thought and stuff like this. For example, humanity. It seems like a lot of this what the show is saying is just because they're different on the inside, they look the same on the outside, type of thing. Like for humanity, it feels like they're trying to say that the way people view Cylons, the way we view potentially enemies and people we don't like, and you have to realize I feel like that's what it was, especially because this was supposed to be
to humanize your enemy.
Because this was supposed to be during a wartime. This was made during Afghanistan and Iraq.
He's explaining it really badly, but I think I got his point of
That's what I'm trying to...
the core value here is that we're all together. We should all love each other.
Human.
Yeah.
We should all love each other.
Yes.
And as long as you don't limit somebody else's freedoms and things like
you
that,
shouldn't limit people's freedoms because you will get.
It's just going to blow up in your face.
Yes, exactly.
Thank you.
And history has a way of repeating itself.
Exactly.
Right?
And now, final thing to bring up.
That's what he was saying. That was
exactly. Final two things to bring up. One is Starbuck's mission. So Adama during this, it combines the two things. Adama said, I'm tired of turning away from my beliefs and my ideals to compromise with the president and whatnot. So it seems like he's sending a secret mission to Earth, allowing, Kara to have a ship with a hyperdrive so that way they can get there, plot the course, and say this is the actual way to get there with proof. Come back and show the president so that she changes her mind.
And witnesses.
Because the Raptors can jump, the Vipers can't jump, right?
Yeah, they can't.
Yeah, so how the fuck did she get there?
That's true. Maybe that's the reality of it. We're not gonna know. I don't have anything else to add though. That was my theories and stuff for by discussion.
Back-to-back great episodes.
Great
brain doesn't work right now.
I can't wait to see what else is happening in this now. Thank you for joining us for the 732 Review Crew. I'm Mikey.
I'm Joe.
I'm Mike.
Battlestar Galactica Season 4, Episode 2. If you enjoyed this, check out our Patreon for full lengths, as well as the support does help go a long way if you do subscribe on there, or even just on the channel itself. If you haven't and you've joined us this far, please think about it because it would help. We like to see that support and engagement from each show. And we love the comments already from you guys. Let us know what we could do to make it better. Any theories that we've had that shake your mind, that but we've gotten confirmations on. Otherwise, let us know what theories you like if you have them that we have right now going forward. For example, the Baltar.
I think we're gonna have to
Angels and Gods.
reprogram Mikey.
Yeah.
These are breaking my brain right now. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Oodaloo.